Once a hardworking family man, William Clough found himself in a place he never imagined he would be, as alcohol addiction and weight issues stripped him of everything he loved. His family, a lucrative career, and home were gone. William Clough was born and raised in Claymont, Delaware. His mother was a caring parent, but William never knew his real father as he grew up. Instead, he had a stepfather who raised him in a household filled with alcohol and hostility.
I was always being reminded of what type of person that I was going to turn out to be, a drunken loser, that I was going to be, I was going to be this loser, and I fought that, with all my might. I did get to meet my real father when I was about 17, and he came to my front door with a case of beer and said, "I'm your dad."
After a very short relationship, his biological father died. Determined not to allow his stepfather's prediction of failure to become reality, William joined the military.
Bill was in Beirut, October 23rd, 1983. They just watched this huge truck with bombs equivalent to about 12,000 pounds of TNT blow their 4-story barracks off of the ground. It took the whole building off the ground. This takes a big toll on a person.
Without ever dealing with the anger and the resentments that I had, it just built up inside of me.
But he drank a little bit, so he sat down on the chair, watched TV, drank a little bit. He did that a lot through the years. Nothing really changed.
When I met him, I said, "Bill, how's life been?" He said, "Well, somehow these nightmares came back and haunted me, and the relationship died with my wife and the kids and the house, and the anger and the things that just bothered me just continued on. And unfortunately, it wrecked everything."
William was spiraling out of control. He went from a fit athlete to gravely overweight. At one point, over 400 pounds. His life was slipping away. Homeless and suffering from alcoholism, William found himself at Sojourner's Place.
The first time Bill was with us, I think there was a certain amount of ego involved of, I've got my life together now.
Had high expectations and of getting things back, going around trying to fix everything for everybody else, but I still wasn't fixed. And just had a total emotional breakdown again.
When he returned, he was definitely humble, willing, open to suggestions.
So he was having some depression and self-esteem issues. I think some doubts about whether he'd be able to pull himself out of the place he was in.
I really needed to buckle down and be more open and willing to take suggestions.
He took it on as an absolute necessity for his well-being, the well-being of his family, the well-being of others.
Now with a support system in place, this tough Marine finally allowed others to help him. In March of 2008, William was referred to Goodwills' computerized office skills training program. From the beginning, he hit the ground running. Actually, biking.
He rode his bike every single day to class, and early. He would stay late. He completed the program 10 weeks instead of the 15 weeks, and he thrived at doing it above the class, ahead of the class.
Since graduation, William has continued to push forward. He has obtained a position with Comcast as a customer service representative, where he excels at all he does.
He has an excellent attitude. He's, he's bright, he's cheery, he's, willing to take chances, and he really loves being here, and we love having him.
One of our team members had a flat tire. Matter of fact, her spare was flat as well. So Bill was out in the parking lot changing the tire for her. Was taking the tire up to the gas station to get it fixed for her, bringing it back, putting it back on her car for her, all in his own time. I mean, he like it wasn't even a burden to him. It was just, hey, you need help, I'm helping.
At the heart and soul of all his success is his family. William has taken the first steps to repair his once broken relationships and strives to make up for lost time.
My oldest daughter, Jessica, She was my little angel. She was a teenager and was diagnosed with cancer, and I wasn't there for her. And she survived through that on her own. This past time, I haven't talked to her. I didn't talk to her for a year and a half, almost 2 years. And she finally called me a couple months ago. And it's the first time I ever listened to what she had to say. I can't fix that, the past. I can fix today, and I can work on tomorrow. And that's what I'm willing to go to any length to do.
Through it all, William's dedication to himself and his family has given him the strength to ride a new, happier path.